So I don't want to waste everybody's time on this Saturday because like people have been asking me, okay, how do I know when to leave a runner? Can you break down some losing trades? When should I take setup to have no higher time frame confluence? Break down Monday's trade. And then somebody said something about like psychology. So I really feel like we should let's just get into these questions. If you got any questions as far as the homework, just DM me, bro. Like I can help you, but like I don't want to waste somebody's time this Saturday. So okay, so one of the questions was when should I leave a runner? Most of my trades are being stopped out at break even. Like what should I look for to increase my chances on leaving runners? So I got like two examples of that, and then I'm gonna break down some losing trades and why I would cut a trade early. So let's get into it. So this trade right here, this is a 1 hour supply. Now, if I'm looking at this, we clearly got a breaker structure. It's literally right here, a breaker structure with this 1 hour supply. Now, let's go to the 5 minute. Now, we're gonna wait until it gets into this area. Now this is an example of when to leave a runner. This is a 1 hour supply. Okay, so you can either wait until you see another 5 minute supply or just take it. Like if you see a setup happening on the 1 hour supply, you can take it or wait for another breaker structure and then take the supply. It just really depends on how you want to enter the market. But we clearly know that this is a 1 hour supply with a breaker structure. So if I'm about to take this, and this is around the time that we trade, what time is this? 10:55. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a little bit late. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, but right here, this is a 1 hour supply. Now, could you use this? Yes. But if you want to wait for something that makes more sense, I will honestly go with wait for a breaker structure. But let's just fast forward. Okay, so that would be my entry right there. That would be my entry literally right here. And I have my stop loss literally right here. Now, for people that don't really feel comfortable taking this type of setup, I feel you. So it breaks structure. Now let me delete this. Now we have another supply setup happening, which is literally right here. And they have a breaker structure. Let me go to the line chart so you can see it. That's kind of like a M or a double top or whatever you want to call it. But it broke that low right here. This candle made a low and then it broke it. Okay. So once it come back into that area, we can take this 5 minute supply and get a better RR than just a one-to-one. A lot of people don't want to get one-to-ones, but you have to wait until a higher time frame setup to happen to increase the chances of you getting a higher RR. I mean, I scalp a lot, but for people that are trying to pass these challenges, you got to wait until a higher time frame setup happen. Those not going to happen every single day. When you're trying to leave a runner every single day, understand that it's not going to happen every day. Like you're just not going to get a runner every day. So always wait for a break and retest. You're saying no, this is a supply setup right here. No, we're not talking about break and retest. No. Because a lot of people be DMing me like, okay, I'm getting stopped out at break even, but okay, is the setup, do it have higher time frame influence? If it don't, what do you expect? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like most of my trades, I'm closing majority off at 1-to-1. I'm not really leaving runners like that. And if I do leave a runner, it's kind of like I need 1 hour, 4 hour, or something to be lining up. Like everything got to line up. But right here, this would be a trade that I will probably leave a runner for sure. So I'll answer my trade literally right there, and then I'll just be targeting gaps, like a gap right here or something like that, just to get a better RR than just a 1-to-1. Okay. So who leaving runners? Who's actually leaving runners? Because I mean, people be saying like, "Oh, damn, I should left a runner." Like I be seeing that shit all the time. Like somebody be like, "Oh, I should left runner," but is anybody leaving runners at all? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to see who's actually leaving runners. Sometimes I be trying every trade, barely. Me is part of my plan. Okay. Yeah, every trade. Yeah, that's why I twin trade. Like if you leaving runners, like you definitely want to take majority off once it reach 1-to-1 and then leave the runner. Don't close the smallest portion on that 1-to-1. Because then what if you get stopped at a break even? Then it's just like Okay, I barely won on that trade. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'll take majority off. I'll take probably 75% off or 50% off. Can you explain twin trading? Each trade risk is the same. I do a fixed lot size. So when it comes to forest pairs, I do 10 lots every entry. Like you can go on my Instagram, it's always 10 lots. When it comes to NAS, I do 3 lots every entry. And then SPX, I do like 6, sometimes 9 if it's like, because SPX is kind of slow. So if my stop loss is so tight, I'll do like 9 per entry. But I do fixed lot sizes. You know what I'm saying? I don't do mine in like a money amount. Like whoever got magic keys, you understand what I'm talking about. Like you can risk it and money amount, percentages, or a fixed lot size. I do fixed lot size. That's just how I like to risk my account. That's just me. I don't really want everybody to do that because it can get dangerous if your account is too small. Okay. But let me go to the other setup that I had. Okay. So right here, we have a 1 hour supply right here. And we also have a breaker structure. The structure is literally right here. That low got broken with this red candle right here. Okay. Now this is a 1 hour supply right here. Now let's go to the 15-minute. Go to the 15-minute. And can we make this zone smaller? Yes, we can definitely make this zone smaller. The zone can literally be just like that. We still within the 1 hour supply, but we can make it smaller because we have a gap literally right here on these candles right there. Okay, so let me go to the 5-minute. Now, if I go to the 5-minute, can we make our zone smaller? Yes, we can make our zone smaller. Now, again, this is still a 5-minute chart. This is still the 5-minute chart. This is stuff that I be calling out to the group all the time, but let's fast forward. Okay, now y'all see it literally just tapped into that 5-minute. Now, but this trade is good because this is a 1 hour setup. Now, since it's a 1 hour setup and we scaling down to the 5-minute, we can get a better RR than just a 1-on-1. So when it comes to leaving runners, and I will feel more confident when I have a higher time frame confluence lining up with my setup. If it don't have no higher time frame confluence, it can still run. See, trading is like a probability game. We don't know if we're gonna get a runner. We don't know if it's going to go for a 1 or 2, 1 or 3. We only trade off of reactions of zones. Like we don't know if it's gonna go for 1 or 3, 1 or 4. We just don't know that. So if I'm gonna leave runners, I need all my confluences to line up. You can get runners off of 5-minute setups. That is true. But are you going to be confident every time to leave a runner? No. If you don't have no confluence with a higher time frame. If you got confluence with a higher time frame, I would be more confident to leave a runner rather than just having a 5-minute setup with no confluences. And even when you don't have no confluences with the 5-minute, you can still get a runner. It just like I said, it's a probability game. We don't know. Like we literally just don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm about to break down 2 losing trades, okay? Because people ask me, okay, how do you know like when the odds is like against us? So I gotta answer that for sure. So let me I'm gonna take this off, take that off. And I have one. Okay, so right here. I'm gonna answer your question, bro. But I gotta get through this because I kept getting this question during the week. So let me take this off. All right, so this is a clear demand. It never reached 101 and it lost. Now, when it comes to losing trades and trying to cut a loss early, I look for a few things: consolidation, no momentum, and is it breaking candles against me? So if I'm going for a buy or I'm going for a demand, I really don't want to see it breaking no candle lows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want to see that at all. If I see that, it's kind of like a red flag. Like, okay, why is it going down? It should be going up. Yeah, so pay attention to if it's in momentum. Like, because most of the time when we see a trade going momentum and it hit our TP really fast, we know that we're in the right direction. But if it's playing around, I'll be iffy about it. And sometimes it may consolidate, then take off in your direction. But I'd rather not take that chance and take a loss. You know what I'm saying? So if I see it's consolidating or it's breaking candle lows going against me, I would probably close. I'm not gonna lie, I'll close. Even if it go in my favor, I would close because I don't know what's about to happen. Like this is not going in my favor. It don't have no direction. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? EU does that a lot. Yeah. EU be playing all the damn time. Okay, so if I'm looking at this right here, First thing I see is we got a supply that's literally at the top. So that's red flag number one, not gonna lie. That's red flag number one. This could possibly be a supply that's continuing down. Now, don't get me wrong, just because it's a supply right here, don't mean that this demand won't hold. But I gotta take that into consideration about taking this. Like, okay, we just coming off of a 5-minute supply. Like, you gotta consider everything when taking a trade. Like, I wouldn't say have like a checklist, but understand like, okay, what is the odds against me? Okay, do I got gaps sitting below me? Is there a 1 hour demand? Is a 4 hour demand happening? Okay, we just bounced off a daily, like stuff like that. You got to really analyze it before you take the setup to see like, okay, this could possibly not go in my favor. So red flag number one, 5-minute supply is literally sitting right at the top and then held. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour. Go to the 1 hour. 1 hour, not saying too much. Okay, the 4 hour. Okay, this right here will make me a little nervous. Why would this make me a little nervous? Because that's a major gap on a 4 hour. Like it's just there. Like, so I gotta consider that as well. Even though I'm taking a demand, this can possibly not play out because we got gaps sitting right up under it. And we have gaps above it. So it's kind of like, okay, I got a gap above and I got a gap below, but which one is going to hold? We just don't know. But we don't have no higher time frame confluence that's going in our favor. So that's another thing that you got to consider. If you don't have no higher time frame confluence, this trade can go either way. Let me go back to the 5-minute. Let's see if we are above yesterday's high or yesterday's low. Okay, so we're in the middle. That's another red flag. Honestly, we've been getting a lot of setups that have been in the middle of yesterday's high and yesterday's low. But when I have a setup that's literally in the middle, it can go either way. Most of the time, like the market either is going to take out the high and then go to a low, or just break the high and then keep going. It's one of the two. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it never did neither. If you're looking at this, it never did none of that. So yeah, this is just a 50-50 trade, no higher time frame influence, and we just bouncing off of a 5-minute supply. How do you know when thinking too much about things like gaps, higher time frame structure, higher time frame supply and demand becomes too much overthinking? I mean, I'll take all my steps off the 5-minute. I look at the 1 hour to see if there's some confluence to go in my favor. If I see anything that's going against me, I may not take the setup. You know what I'm saying? So say if this was a 1 hour supply and I'm taking a 5-minute demand, I probably won't take that. But I'm not going to overcomplicate it. Like, I'm still taking setups only on the 5-minute. That's just how I do it. Some people do 1 minute, 15-minute. I just like the 5-minute because I'll just be in and out and I'm good. But I don't overcomplicate it at all. Like, I'm still taking setups off the 5-minute. Even if I'm in a 1 hour demand, I'm going to wait until I see a 5-minute setup. Like, I'm just always going to take my setups on a 5-minute. But yeah, this was just a simple losing trade. It never reached 1-to-1. So I know I would have been mad as hell. Just been like, damn, okay, this is a losing day, whatever. Okay, so we got another. How do you manage once in the trade? I mean, what do you mean? I mean, this would be my entry right here. This would be my entry, and then my first target would be 1-to-1. If it never reached, that's an L. You know what I'm saying? What about smaller gaps on a 5-minute? Do they count to getting filled? Okay, when it comes to gaps on a 5-minute, that'll be like targets. Again, I'm still looking for my setup, mainly high probability supply and demand. So if I take a high probability supply and demand setup, I'm looking for 5-minute gaps, but that's for targets though. That's for like long-term targets. So like something like this right there, that would be like a target or something. Or I'll look, no, I wouldn't look up there. I'll probably just aim for like a liquidity that's sitting like somewhere right here or something like that. But like smaller time frame gaps, I don't really pay too much attention to. I like to look at the higher time frame gaps to see whether I want to take a setup or not, because that's going to be the determining factor for sure. When it comes to leaving a runner, would it be smart to take 75% off and leaving the rest? I would do that if you're constantly scalping, okay? Because I would take majority off. Why? Because say if you did take off 25% or you took off like 20%, you only got 20% of that win, and then the rest got stopped at a break even. You ain't even make no money for real. So yeah, I would do like 50% or 75%. No cap. No cap. Okay, let me go to the next setup. Okay, so right here, this is EJ. EJ, I don't trade it, but I found this just for a losing trade. So right here, we have a 5-minute supply right here. And we got a break of structure. Everything is looking so good. Everything looking good. Like, no cap. Like, I know I would have took this trade, but it ended up being a loser. Now, we got to break this down. Why was this a loser? Because most of the time, trades have a reason why they lose, and some of them don't. But you still got to analyze it to see, okay, what could I have done to avoid this loss right here? So if I go to the 15-minute chart, okay, the box already got adjusted for the 5 minutes, so I wouldn't do that. And then this is a 1 hour. This is a 1 hour supply right here. Now, pay attention to this because stuff like this is going to conflict as well. So we have a 1 hour supply, which is right here. This is a 1 hour supply. But then if you look all the way over here, we also have a 1 hour demand just sitting right here. So stuff like this, which one do we go with? Which one do you go with? You got a 1 hour supply, or I'm bouncing off of a 1 hour demand. If I go back to the 5 minute and I take this 5 minute supply right here, I take this 5 minute supply, I can't be mad at myself for losing if I lose. Why? Because we just bounced off of a 1 hour demand. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like this, you got to pay attention to the higher time frame. Like, just straight up, if I lose on this supply right here, but we just came off of a 1 hour demand, bro, like, you got to pay attention to stuff like that. Do you enter 3 times? Take 2 and take 2 at 101R. Yep. Those mini highs become supply. Those mini highs below the supply on the 5 minute isn't broken highs after it blasted through. What do you mean? I'm not understanding what you're saying. I mean, I can unmute you, bro, but I don't really understand what you're saying. But basically, this is a 1 hour demand that's being tapped, and then we have a 5 minute supply. We always want to go with what's ever already got reacted from. So if I go to the 1 hour right here, it blasted through the 1 hour supply, but it was already coming off of a 1 hour demand. So if I see that, what session is this? Okay, this is London session. So say if we had London session right here, right here. Let me replay. Take this off. So if we had London session right here, which is the red shaded area, and it's literally just coming off of a 1 hour demand, I got a buy bias. I'm not trying to take a sale. And we got gaps that's literally sitting right here. Like, come on now. I'm not going to take no sale off rip. Yeah. I don't see, is it another setup that happened? Oh, there go another setup right there. But this setup don't really have a break of structure, but this is the setup right here. So right here, that'll be a demand right there. It came back into it, tapped into it, and then you would have bought literally right there on that candle. But the only real reason why I would take something like this is because we already came off of a 1 hour demand. So you just gotta pay attention to the 1 hour. Can you see that demand more clearly on the 4 hour? Let's see. I don't know. Take this off because this ain't really clear. You don't see a demand on the 4 hour. You don't see a demand on the 4 hour. So certain demands you only gonna see on a specific time frame. So right here, no demand at all. But yeah, those are the 2 setups that I have as far as the losers. We got to understand, bro, this is a probability game, bro. At the end of the day, risk management is key. We don't know if a trade is going to hold or not, but we have to take the setups that have the most chance of it winning. So if I see a 1 hour, 4 hour line up with my 5 minute, I'm taking that in that direction. Do you watch volume? Not really. We know, okay, so volume be picking up around New York Stock Exchange open, far as like damn near every pair. Because if anybody noticed, like if you trade EU and we in a setup before 9 o'clock or 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, it'd be slow until the New York Stock Exchange open, and then it'd take off. So we got to understand that certain times in New York session, volume does pick up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Can you show how to draw a supply and demand zone box with the last down candle? Because I think I'm getting it wrong. Okay, are you new? Are you new, bro? Because like that's all I damn near trade. You know what I'm saying? Alexander, are you new, bro? No. Okay. Okay, I got some cells right here that I can break down. And this is actually part of the question anyway. Somebody wanted me to show some cells with no higher time frame influence, which ones to take. So let me take this off. All right. Okay. So this is how I draw my box. Some people do it a little bit differently. This is how I draw my supply and demand box. So this red candle right here, it broke structure. Weird structure. It's a line chart. It literally broke this high, literally right here. Okay, so this one have a break of structure. Now we coming from a downtrend, so this is kind of nothing wrong with making sure. Okay, let me take this off. Okay, so this red candle right here, caused this move, and it broke some structure. So right here, this is just a 5-minute setup. And this is dangerous because we're coming from a downtrend. But this can also be a start of a new trend, which can be an uptrend. That's why structure is always key. So since we broke that high right there, this can possibly be a demand to tap back into it, to go back up. So it taps back into it. And then I'll buy it literally right there. Literally, I would buy it right here. That would be my entry. Now, again, some people can, you know what I'm saying, aggressive bond right there, and then have your stop loss underneath the zone. That's, if you want to do that, go for it. Me, I'm just not doing that. I need extra confirmation to get into the trade. So I'm okay with getting in a little late. But right here, now setups like this back-to-back demand right here, I'd be a little iffy about it. Like when we be seeing this like during the week and the zone be like extremely large, I'm not gonna lie, I really be wanting to see it not go deep into the demand. I like when it just tap on the top of the box, like get like a good rejection wick. Those be the good ones, I'm telling you. How far will you keep the gaps for the 1 hour, 4 hour demand? What do you mean by the gaps? Like how far? Tell me how far would I look back on the 1 hour or 4 hour? I don't know, he probably went somewhere, but I mean, I go back maybe like 2-3 days on the 1 hour or the 4 hour. I don't go back too far. I don't want to go back too far, bro. Because the most recent price action is going to react the best, in my opinion. Would you lot up on that trade? I mean, now this is be a regular trade. No, this setup right here, this have no confluence with no other time frame. This is just me looking at a 5-minute setup. You feel what I'm saying? This have nothing to do with 1 hour, 4 hour. So I just take my regular lots. It just be 30 lots on this right here. Like that'd be it. That'll really be it. Is there a reason you consider the wicks of the breakup structure instead of the full body? Not really. That's just how I look at the market. Like, I mean, some people want to see a close above the high. Me, I want to just see a wick close above the previous high. And I'm like, okay, this could possibly be going up. That's just how I view the market. Some people look at it differently. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna break down Nash trade on Monday. Yep, I got that written down. All right. So right here. Now, like stuff like this, like when it dips deep into the demand, I'd be a little iffy about it. These can still be winners, but I'll be like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like stuff like that, like somebody missing this trade, they're gonna be mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's damn near almost at the bottom. Do you consider divergence when it comes to looking for supply and demand setup, or do you just go off of extra confluence? With the RSI, you can look at the divergence if you want to. Some people look at the RSI to see if we are in an overbought or oversold area, because sometimes we may take a supply in an oversold area. So that can be useful. People that's on this Zoom right now, if you are getting caught in supply setups, but that's the end of the trend, look at the RSI and see how far you are on the RSI. Because if you are really, really, really low, and you're taking a supply setup, you may not want to take that setup because we already been moving. I already have a previous webinar about when you're too far in the trend. So say if the demand has happened already at the bottom, but you're taking a demand high, you're kind of buying high in a way. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to how long the trend been going and if you are at a reversal or not. Okay. Do you only enter the break of the candles? Yes. I have entered aggressive before, but I don't really like it like that. I don't like entering aggressive like that. Are your stop loss tight on the wicks most of the time? No. I try to give it a little bit of breathing room, just a little bit, because sometimes it go in profit and then it come back a little bit, and I'll be like, okay, I don't want to get wicked out by spreads or anything like that. So I give it just a little bit of breathing room. I don't have like a pip count, like far as like, okay, I only do 2 pips on GU below the demand or 2 pips under EU. Like I just gauge like, okay, I want to do a little bit, just a little bit of breathing room. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so right here, now these are 2 back-to-back demands right here. This one just happened, and then this one also happened right here. This one had a break of structure literally right here, as far as this demand. And then this is another break of structure. This is another demand right here. Right here. Now I go off of the last 2 when situations like this happen. I already talked about this before. When I get situations like this and I want to make sure I don't miss the move, I'm going to use the last 2 because it can possibly not tap into this candle right here. So I just know that it can possibly just not tap into that red candle, but tap into that one right there. And this one also have a break of structure as well. So they both have a break of structure. And again, if you can't see this stuff, line chart. Swing high getting broken, this high got broken, and this high got broken as far as these 2 demands right here. Where is this right here? Okay. I'm gonna just box these in so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. Okay, so I'm gonna take these off. I see the questions. I'll see you. Okay, that trade on Thursday, you got in aggressive. How you know to do that? I didn't get in aggressive. What are you talking about? Thursday? I didn't get aggressive. I waited for the break of the candle. I was iffy about, I'm gonna break down that Thursday trade too. I never got in aggressive, no. It broke a candle, but I never got in on that first break. So I was like, bro, hell no, something ain't right about this. It was deep into the demand. Even though it had a break of structure, I didn't get in on that first trigger. You could look at the Doyle trade ideas when I got in. Like, but anyway, okay, so right here we got a break of structure literally right here. And let's fast forward. Okay, now we get a tap. We get a tap and an entry. I'm probably gonna get in. But now this is the thing. Since I have something that got untapped, I'm gonna give myself some breathing room because I don't know if this is gonna be the one that's gonna take off. So I'm gonna do something like this and have a little bigger stop loss because it can possibly come back and tap into that one. So like these type of setups, you gotta be really like kind of careful about because it can possibly go in your favor, then go against you. You said big stop loss. I mean, this is only 5 pips, bro. It's literally only 5 pips. Who said demand chain? That's brilliant. Are there certain candlesticks that you wouldn't enter on? Is there certain candlesticks I wouldn't enter on? I don't want to say yeah, but I don't know. Like I just take the break. But when I see a setup that's looking iffy, like that Thursday's trade when it was just playing around on the box, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just wait. Sometimes you can wait until 2 breaks. Like you don't have to wait for that first break. You can possibly take that second break if you're not sure, or you can wait for a candle to be bullish in your direction, then take the next break. It's so many ways you can get in. We just know where they're going to bounce from. As far as the entry, you can either get in aggressive, wait for the candle break, wait for a bullish candle on a demand or a bearish candle or on supply. It just depends on how you want to get in. But me personally, like I like the candle breaks. Like that's just how I get in. Only time I don't get in on a candle break is if I'm just not really feeling this setup and I need probably a second break or really just a second break or something like that, because these setups, sometimes they'll do like a fake out there, go in your direction and then hit your stop loss. And it just be, you know what I'm saying? It'd be some bullshit. Does it measure mental if you close trade on one-on-one, but it keeps going? I mean, that happens all the time. Not really for me. Yeah. I mean, are you, how much are you leaving on the table? That's the question. How much are you leaving on the table? Because if it's a lot of money, then maybe you should just wait until 1 to 2 RR and then close. So just to be clear, supply and demand box should be there before a break of structure. Yes. That was another thing with the homework. Some people was having a break of structure, but the demand setup don't have a break of structure. It's like y'all got the demand. I mean, no, okay. The break of structure is underneath the demand. That don't make sense. Just like this setup, this demand right here, it have a break of structure once it came back to the demand. Same with this one. This one went up, broke that structure, came back to that demand. This demand right here broke that structure, came back. Like, you're gonna want the break of structure to be happening right after. Okay, so we need a break of structure, pullback, break of structure, pullback. That's in that order. Okay. So let me fast forward. No, I think I missed a question. Do you need a break of structure more so for hard reversals? Yes. I say that all the time. When it comes to trading reversals, wait for a break of structure. When you're taking a counter trend move with no break of structure, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. With ranging markets is different. When it's ranging, you can take some that don't have a break of structure because we're in a range. But when we're coming from a downtrend, like, I mean, it's not a downtrend, but we know that we've been pushing down for a little minute. Now we get a break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. I'm going to want to take a counter trend move or a reversal with a break of structure. That just makes way more sense to me. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward. Now let me stop it. Now this trade ended up playing out, but let's take this off. But we still have this gap right here that never got tapped into. Now some people may never take this first setup and be pissed when they take off. But we still have this little bit left. So this can still get tapped into. That's why I say I prepare for both. Sometimes it may not tap into that last down candle. It may tap into the last two and then take off. I want to be in that move as well. I don't want to miss out on that move. But let me fast forward and see when it taps into that doji right there. Yeah, this is a long ass time. Okay. Now it taps into it. Let me put a box around it. Now it tapped into the demand that never got tapped into over here. Now this is London session. And then we get a beautiful candle, a down up candle. That's a beautiful price action candle right there. And then the rest is history after that. So those are two setups that happened, but one happened after. So we got a setup right here, a demand setup that happened literally right here that never tapped into that doji. And then this one right here came right back down to it and then went up. Those are two dubs right there. Now we already know London is clean. What's your take and lot size for a $1,000 account? I mean, you definitely, that's tough, man. $1,000 account, you shouldn't even be having no losses bigger than $50, $75, honestly. So if you got magic keys, I would switch my risk management to only lose $25 to $50 per trade, because we got to be in this game long term. We're not trying to flip accounts. That's why people are getting funded. We're not flipping accounts. The flip account stuff, that's just something that you just want to just do for fun. If you're trying to do this stuff long term, bro, you need a bigger account. That's why everybody getting funded. Like, let's just get funded. Don't unless you just got it like that. If you got 50 bands, 75 bands to put in your account, do that. But bro, the small account is not realistic long term. You're probably gonna blow it. So I'm keep it a buck. Keep it a buck with you, bro. Keep it a buck with you. How much you think people should have in their account to trade NAS? 1,000 minimum. What about 250? No, sir. If your RR hasn't been hit, high impact news is coming up. Would you close a trade? Yes, absolutely. But this is the thing, man, because this is irritating about supply and demand. Have y'all noticed that news be helping supply and demand? Like, am I the only one that be seeing that stuff? Like, the news would literally make the trade win. Like, that's irritating. It's just irritating because we don't even know if the news is going to be in our favor. But most recently, like this news have literally been helping the trades win. I'm not telling y'all to trade news. That's at your own risk. I don't trade news. But if you want to trade news and get some crazy, like a crazy spike, hey, go for it. But I won't be in that trade with you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not doing that. Would you have taken that 5 minute that it eventually came to, or you need a break of structure? Which one? We got like 4 setups right here. Which one? The most recent one that I just talked about? That one that, if I was trading London session and I saw this, okay, yeah, I would take this. I would take it. If this is London session, now I'll probably go to sleep though, because this is like 5 in the morning. But let me take this line off. If you look at this also have a break of structure too. So this is an ideal setup right here. Broke this structure right here. Lily broke that structure right there, came all the way back, tapped into it, then took off. I would take that. Yeah, I'm about to go over on NAS. I'm gonna go over NAS. Okay, I have one more setup with GA. Okay, so I don't really trade GA, but I just felt like I should bring this to y'all attention. Okay, so right here, now this stuff right here, this is gonna happen too. Can you do a London session simulation video when you get time, bro? Decent amount of London traders on the group. So okay, bet. I got you, bro. Okay, so right here, so situations like this, I can see why people be kind of like iffy about taking stuff like this. So we have a supply right here, and also a supply all the way up here. Now, when you see stuff like this, I know people be like, man, I don't know, man. This can definitely probably be a loser. Let me zoom in to make sure this is high probability right here. Okay, yeah, they all got gaps. This got a gap. Okay. That's why I said this is a game of probability and just trading off a reaction. We don't know which one is going to hit. Okay. This one got a break of structure. All 3 of them have a break of structure. They all broke this low right here. All three of them have a break of structure. Let's go to the 15 minute. I'll go to the 15 minute. It's also within a 15-minute supply right here. So this one right here, I'm gonna put a check mark right here because this one has something that the other ones don't. Okay, this one have a 15-minute literally inside of the 5-minute setup. This is a 5-minute setup, and the 15 minutes lead right there. Now, this one right here that's up here, let's go back to the 15-minute. It's not within that. This is just a 5-minute right here because we can only see it on the 5-minute. So honestly, I like this one more than that one. I hope that makes sense. I like this supply right here more than this one because we are within the 15-minute supply. Okay, this one right here, we're not within it. We're above it actually, if that makes sense. Okay, now let's go to the 1 hour. Now the 1 hour, now look at this top one right here. Look at this top one right here. I'm gonna put a line on it. This top one, this is also a 1 hour supply right here. So the question, the real question is, which one do we go with? We got this 5-minute supply that have a 15-minute supply within it. I mean, it's a 15-minute supply and it's a 5-minute supply within it. And then this middle one have no confluence with nothing. This is just a 5-minute supply. And then this one right here, all the way at the top, is within the 1 hour. So which one do we go with? The first one, the last one. They also have a breaker structure. Now, this is the thing. This is the thing. They can all win. Literally, they can all win. Even the middle one, they all win. We just don't know. We don't know. That's why we wait for a reaction. We only can wait on a reaction. We don't know which one is going to hold. That's why I'd be kind of dangerous when I be seeing people entering aggressive and like just sell limits, just, you know what I'm saying? Because do we know this going to hold? No, we don't know. So let's fast forward and see what happens. Okay, now look at this. We got 2 rejection wicks right there. I like that. The only thing that's making me iffy about it is because we got, let's go back to the 1 hour. The 1 hour have never got tapped into. This one right here never got tapped into. So I'm not about to load up. That's 1. And for 2, I'm a little iffy about it because we got a gap that's literally sitting right above it. So it's kind of like, damn, like, should I take this or what? And let me see. Yeah, ain't no gaps below. If you go in a 5 minute, this look like liquidity, not gonna lie. Up in this area, that's a double bottom. That's a double bottom right there. So I'm gonna put cash money sign right there. Okay. So we got a double bottom literally right there. But other than that, like, it's not really a lot of confluence with this. Will I take it? I would still take it, but I understand, like, okay, where's my arrow at? We have this gap right here, and we got this liquidity sitting down here. But we still have this up here. So you gotta, your pros and cons of this setup. You gotta analyze, okay, should I take this? Okay, I got liquidity down here. I got a gap that's literally sitting right here, but I also have a 1 hour that never got tapped into. Should I take it? Should I not? The choice is yours. Me personally, I'm just gonna take the damn setup. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna accept the risk. I'm accepting that this have never tapped into the 1 hour. It never tapped into the 1 hour supply all the way at the top. And the middle one, I don't even like it. I'm just gonna be real. I don't even like it. So I probably wouldn't even look at it because I got a 1 hour that's sitting right above it, which is that white line. Let me right here. Yeah, that white line. So I'm not even gonna consider that middle one. I'm gonna either consider this one right here or this one all the way up there. Other than that, I'm not taking no other trade. So the day I start engraving the trading is just probability, rinse and repeat is the day I started being more calm. Yes, this is a probability game. You cannot win every single trade, man. People be mad when they lost. I'm like, okay, but you're gonna win another one. Like, it's just, that's part of trading. Okay, so let's fast forward. Okay, so that would be my entry, literally right there. Right there, that'll be my entry. And I'll have my stop loss right here. And now that's a 23 pip stop loss. And now this is GA. Now that's a nice amount of stop loss right there. So let's fast forward. Okay, right here, I'll be nervous. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, it's going on favor. Okay, boom. First TP hit. Now we have liquidity sitting right here. Let's not forget, liquidity is literally sitting right down here underneath these wicks right there. So I will close either all of my positions or 2 positions and leave 1 running to aim for this low right here, or try to, let me see what's over here. No, I don't think it's gonna reach over here. I don't think so. I'm gonna put a line. I don't think it's gonna reach over there. I'm gonna be real. Let's fast forward. Yeah, see, ain't nobody sitting through this. Ain't nobody sitting through this, bro. Like, let's just be real. Ain't nobody sitting through it. It got the liquidity, the target, it grabbed the liquidity, but who is really sitting through this? Like, I know I'm not. So with the gaps above, I'm seeing you really like for it to show at least 2 time frames for our confluence in order to take the first one to react. Yes, correct. Yes. Right here, I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Like, I'm not holding through this just so it can touch right here. I'm just not doing it. That's not how I trade. I'm not about to just sit through all of that. I'm just not doing it. Now, it can very much go down there, but am I really going to sit through? Okay, it finally went there. If you got that patience for it, congratulations. But me, I'm about to probably close majority of that at the liquidity and call it a day. And what time is this, by the way? This is 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is like the end of London a little bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna just close it right there. Now, it never. Now let's look at the 1 hour. Let's take this off. It never tapped into the 1 hour. It literally never tapped into the 1 hour. So when people always want to take 1 hour setups, those aren't common at all. I just want to let y'all know that right now. Those aren't common. When you see a 1 hour, 4 hour lining up, you're not gonna get that every single day. We may get that once a week. We may get that one time a week. And you gotta have multiple pairs too. We're scalping, like we're in and out of the market. So we're not gonna get those higher time frame, those beautiful textbook setups that we be back testing all the time. That's just not gonna happen. When you used to work a 9 to 5, did you trade while you was at work? Absolutely not. I did it one time and I almost got fired. Not gonna lie. Absolutely not. I kept going back and forth to the bathroom. Supervisors had to talk to me. It's dead, bro. Don't do it. They're gonna fire your ass. You've answered my question about psychology. Shouldn't feel entitled to have your 1 hour setup. Yeah, man, 1 hour setups, bro, they're just not gonna happen every single day. We're on a 5-minute chart. Now, if you want to swing, if you're trying to swing trade and you on the 5-minute taking, I mean, not on 5 minute, you on the 1 hour taking setups, you damn near gotta have like 7 pairs because you feel what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna get a setup every single day. That's why I don't swing trade. I'm scalping and I'm getting in and out. No, you're not profitable with no job. No facts. They're gonna fire you, man. Cause like when I was at a job, I'm looking at my phone, like I'm just looking at it. No, bro. That's your dad. I'm going back for the bathroom, looking at the trade, like, damn, like you shouldn't hit TP. No, bro. That's why I switched to second shift. I used to work first shift. I did. I used to work first shift. I'm like, no, hell, I can't do it. I gotta go to second shift. And then I was just trading New York session. I traded London for like a month. Couldn't do it. I was a zombie. But okay, so somebody want me to break down that Nash trade on Monday. And after that, I'm just taking questions. After that, then whatever y'all got, then we're all set. So all right, so the Nash trade on Monday was very, very simple. I'm not gonna lie, bro. All it was just a simple break of structure on a 5-minute, take the buy. It literally that simple. I can't even make it more simple than that. I had no confluence with the 1 hour, 4 hour, 15-minute. It was no confluence. This was just a 5-minute demand with a break of structure. That was it. Like, so right here, I had this marked up. As soon as I saw that push, I'm like, okay, cool. And it broke structure. Now let's go to the line chart. This is a swing high right here. That's a swing high right there. Came back to it. Came literally right back to it. And I took the buy. I took the buy literally right here. Right there, boom. First target was 1-1. Boom. That was it, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was literally it. Like, people be like, bro, why did you take that buy? It was only a break of structure, demand. On the 5-minute, I had no confluence. That's why I said sometimes you're going to get setups where there's no confluence, but just what you're seeing on a 5-minute. That's what we be taking. But I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be days where you're not gonna have the 15, 1 hour, 4 hour lining up. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not. What does it mean when you get the head emoji on the homework? What does that mean when you get the head emoji on the homework? What does that mean? That's tough. Hey, bro, please DM me, man. Zoom user, please DM me and I'll explain to you what that means. When I do this, bro, yeah. When you leave a runner, do you move your stop loss to break even? Yes. Okay. So let's recap. Okay, because this was literally the breakdown. I'm recap. The first question was when to leave runners. Like, how do I know that my runner should run? Okay. You most likely need a higher time frame set up to be happening, and you scale down to get a sniper entry. Okay. Every day you're not going to get that. Okay. Some days you may have a 15-minute demand, and then you can scale down to the 5-minute, and that could be a nice little 1 and 2, 1 and 3. Again, this is a probability game. You can even get a 5-minute demand and it can run with no confluence. So the question is, are you going to leave a runner every single trade, or are you going to only leave runners when you got a higher time frame confluence? That choice is up to you. I can't tell you what you should do, but I can tell you most of the time the runners are going to hit when you got a 1 hour setup and you scale down, like facts. I just broke down losing trades. When it comes to losing trades and to cut trades early, the first question you got to ask yourself is, how many odds is against me on this setup? Do I got the higher time frame in my favor or out of my favor? Is it playing around at my entry? Because I hate when it play around. When like EU, when it be playing around, jumping around, bro, I'll be like, man, I'll be ready to just pull it, because the EU be on some bullshit sometimes. So is it consolidating? Is the higher time frames in my favor, or is it not in my favor? And is it constantly breaking candle highs and lows against me? If it keep doing that, I'm probably gonna pull it. If anybody noticed, when I showed my screenshots of last week's results, I was cutting trades early. I don't know if anybody looked at the coordinates. I'm cutting trades early. Okay, why? Because I'm seeing that it's going against me, like in momentum. So I'm like, oh, let me get out. Let me just get out. Okay, so those losses that I took on, let me go to my MT4. This week. Okay, that loss that I took on GU and I want to say NAS, I cut those early because I saw that it was going against me and it was pushing in momentum against me. So I'm like, okay, let me just get out. Let me get out so I can try to make this loss a little bit smaller. So those are things that I look for as far as losing trades. Like, okay, is the odds against me? Is it pushing against me in momentum? And is it constantly breaking candles against me? Okay. This week, I'm starting to aim only for runners without taking profit at 1-1 and move my stop loss to break even. Hey, go for it, bro. If the daily is at a swing high or a swing low, does that matter? The daily? Honestly, if you go, okay, let me put this on. Let me put this on. Because I already talked about this, but when you're looking at the previous day highs and lows, most of the time it's going to be reversals on those areas. Most of the time, okay? Make sure I got everything. I don't want to skip over nothing. Yeah, I already broke that down. And this was recorded too, so. The SPX trade on Tuesday, the candle that touched the zone is the same candle that broke the previous candle. There was no candle after that. Some didn't get in. Let me look at SPX. I don't know what you're talking about. You said on Thursday? I mean on Tuesday? I only got my calendar, man. I usually have my calendar in the back. Was that on the 3rd? Let's see. On the 3rd? SPX on Tuesday. We took SPX on Tuesday? Or am I tripping? Oh, yeah, we did take a supply. Okay, yeah, this was a supply right here. I'm looking like this. I'll be forgetting the trades I'll be taking sometimes. That's why I gotta look at my own stuff sometimes. Okay, so yeah, this is supply that I took. Yep, supply that I took right there broke, and then I got out immediately at 1-1. Even though this the thing, man, I hate that it reached 1-1, but then as soon as it reached 1-1, that's like the only chance to get out. Those type of setups be pissing me off. How's Miami? Yeah, Miami's straight, bro. It's straight. It's straight. I'm supposed to look at a card today. I don't want to tell nobody, but y'all supposed to look at the card today. That candle didn't break. It went straight down. What do you mean? It did break right there. Right here. That was the candle that I got in, literally right there for sale. I got my funded account to only $250. Any tips on trying to flip or just get a new one? $250? What prop firm? What prop firm is that, bro? That can't be FTMO. FTMO got $250 accounts, bro. You know what? No, I did $10 and lost. Oh, you lost $250. Oh, you have $250 left. Oh, I mean, so you in a challenge right now. You in a challenge right now? Matter of fact, I'm about to just unmute you, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Anybody got any questions though? I mean, we can talk a little bit. We can go a little bit over today as far as like psychology. People been asking me, okay, well, like, how do I? Somebody asked about waiting for setups to happen when they get to the chart, and I'm just like, bro, like you just gotta be patient, man. You're not gonna get a setup when you want it. It's not how the market go. The market don't care that you come to the market at New York session and expecting a setup to happen. It was hello.
My bad, bro.
No, you good, bro. What was the question?
So basically, you know, I've been funded since like December and I'm on a 10K account. And basically like January and like February, those are some tough months. And I just happened to like started losing a bunch of money. Then I came across your stuff. Now I feel way more confident, but I only have $250 left for the 10K. And I'm fully funded. Like my payouts every 20th, but it just felt like I'm on a demo because like I'm down so much and I'd be scared to risk a lot because I'd be feeling like I'm gonna mess around and blow it and I'm already funded. Feel me?
Oh, okay.
So do you have any tips on like flipping it?
Okay. Honestly, bro, if you trying to grow that, bro, I would probably go for more supply and demand subs off rip. But if you trying to like build that back up as quickly as possible, wait for a 1 hour setup to happen, bro, or try to get the best ideal setup and get the tightest stop loss. Okay, so something like that where is that at? Right here, something like this. If you can get a setup like this, bro, that can be ideal. But this is like cookie cutter, but I'm just saying, like, if you're so low to the point where you're about to lose that 250, bro, you really have to be careful, bro, because you already down bad. So honestly, I will wait for something that just looks so beautiful and not load up, risk low, but have a bigger RR. So something like this, I go for like a 1 to 4, bro. 1 to 4, hold it. Okay. Once it go to like 1 to 1, move your stop loss break even and hold it to like 1 to 4, 1 to 5, because that's the only way you're gonna really get out the hole. Because you so close to losing it, it's like you got to be really careful, bro. So honestly, I would try to get an ideal setup and go for like a 1 to 4, 1 to 5, something like that, bro. That's the only way. Because if you try to be aggressive, you may lose it, and now you got to take the challenge over and all that bullshit, and it's just like, bro, that's tough. So honestly, bro,
Facts. Do you have any recommendation? Because I have magic keys. Like, is there a ideal number that you think I should try to risk?
So what have you been risking previously? Like,
like $20, $10, $20.
No, see, with the prop firms, you got to risk in percentages. Like how I risk my account, I would never risk that in a prop firm. Prop firm money, you got to be very careful because it's not your money. So you don't want to just risk it like you want to care about the money. First of all, it's not your money. So you got to be very careful on how you trade with it. So whenever I get funded, I'm going to risk my account 1 or 2% because I'm going to have either 100K or 200K. So I'm not going to try to go for the home run every single trade because 1% is $1,000. And then they do like 80% payouts anyway. So that's 800 right there. Boom, one trade. So I would say risk your account. How much are you down? What is the percentage as far as how much are you down? Do you know?
Nah, bro, I don't even know. I just know I'm down like $800.
And what is the max daily loss before you lose your account?
So my max daily loss is like literally how much I have, because I'm the only thing I can lose. I mean, the max daily loss for me is 500, but since I'm already underneath that, it's like the full two.
Oh, it's 8%. I think it's 8%. Okay, well, shit. I would say like there's risk like a 0.5%, like a 0.5 or 1%. But I don't even think you got 250 left. I don't even think that's 1% though. So I think you probably should risk 0.5%, bro. But when you place that trade, bro, look for a longer term target, bro. Like you gotta hold that. Like you gotta hold that, bro. Because you're just too down, like you too much. Like your equity is low.
Okay.
If he has a 10K and he's down 800, that's him. He down. Oh, okay, yeah, he's okay. So you down 8%. So you really only got 2% left. So with you only having 2% left, risk 0.5%. 0.5%, nothing more. 0.5. You only got 4 chances, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You only got 4. But all right, bro. Okay. I'm about to unmute somebody else.
Thank you, bro.
Yep. Nobody want to talk about psychology? I mean, we're a little bit over time, but I ain't really doing nothing today besides going to this little dealership or whatever. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
All right, is my mic good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So for London, for the people that trade London session, what's your best advice for them?
Well, London is lit. I'm not gonna lie. London is easier, in my opinion, to trade because less news. Runners be hitting. Only thing you gotta really watch out for is the London breakout. We know London be breaking out at around 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
But other than that, London is kind of like a reversal. So they'll do like a false move and then go the other way. That's most of the time what London is doing, especially pound pairs.
I get catch with a lot of those.
Yeah. So they would literally like drop it on purpose to reverse it as soon as London come. Like they'll do stuff like that. So honestly, bro, try to catch reversals instead of continuations, unless it's already bouncing off of a higher time frame demand or supply, or you see a liquidity grab. Other than that, I would try to catch a reversal, bro, because that's just really what London be on, bro. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, because the thing about it is that I can't trade with y'all at 8 o'clock because I'm a fire alarm tech.
Oh, okay.
By the time y'all trading, I'm already in the truck at a job site, something like that. So I have to wake up around 2:30, wait for 3 o'clock, trade, do my little thing, and then go to work. So it's pretty tough.
Okay. Yeah.
But, I'm still doing the little fight to like trade and shit like that. I do. The thing that I'm really working on mainly is how do I calculate pips and stuff like that, because that's one of my main problems. I don't have a lot of risk management, so that's one of my main problems while trading.
So you don't have magic keys?
No.
I mean, I don't want to push magic keys on everybody, but that's really what made it so much simpler. That's why it's like I don't have to think about it. But as far as like pips, bro, if you don't have magic keys, you need to understand how to count pips. I'm not gonna lie. Have you been on baby pips before?
Yeah, I've been on baby pips.
Do they? I'm pretty sure they talk about how to count pips on there. Am I wrong or
yeah?
No?
It's been a while. It's been like 8 months since I've been on baby pips.
Yeah,
that's like one of the first place I started off when I started trading.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna have to go back on there so you can understand how to risk your account, because I mean we can win trades, but if you're giving it back, it's like
that's the thing. Like I'll trade today, I'll make a lot of money today on gold because I mainly trade gold, and I'll trade and I'll get some nice on gold.
Yeah, bro. You gotta get magic keys, bro, because gold work perfectly with magic keys.
Yeah, and then the next day I'll up my lot size and then I take a loss, and then that's everything. Just one loss took out everything I made throughout the week.
Yeah, bro. I would recommend to get Magic Keys, bro, because gold, you don't have to adjust the settings on gold. It just works for gold. So, I mean, you feel me? Like, if you want to get Magic Keys, I would recommend it, bro. It's
Yeah.
just simple. It's really just easy. Once you download it, you connect it to your MT4. You test it out on demo first just to see if it's working correctly, and then you just go live with it, bro. And then it just be, that's really it.
Oh, I thought it was something you had to buy and that comes to your house. You can download it on your computer.
Oh yeah, you can do it on. You can get the digital version or the physical. A lot of people just get the digital because nobody got time to wait for it to come to the crib. So you can just get the digital.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. All right, anybody got any last questions for our psychology or anything? I kind of went over a lot of setups, but can you do a very quick valid breakup structure with supply and demand? I don't know why I'm still struggling with that. Okay, let's do one. I'm gonna do one more setup with a breakup structure with supply and demand. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to start looking at all USD. I swear to God. Bro, all USD, man. I was back testing it last night, man. Trying to tell you. But okay, so all right. So let's go to the line chart. Let's go to the line. No, all USD, man. Trying to tell you, bro. Y'all better look at it. Y'all better look at it. But okay, so line chart. We need breaks of structure. Where is structure at? Right here. This is structure. We got swing lows. Swing lows are being broken. Did this one get broken? Not on the line chart. Now let's go to the candlesticks. This low also got broken right here. If you look at that, that wick dipped down. This is also a buy setup. This is AKA a liquidity grab setup. You can take that as a buy too. It's just so many ways to get in the market. I mainly trade supply and demand, but you can still catch a buy right off of here. But we talking about supply and demand breaker structure. All of this got broken, but what's sitting at the top? We have supply sitting at the top. Supply is sitting at the top. It literally taps right into supply and start breaking. What's really confusing you, bro, about breakup structure? Like, because I mean, I can keep talking about this, but it may not click after you know what I'm saying? Like, it may not click. So, like, what's really not making sense? Like, what is structure? You know what I'm saying? Because I can keep doing these setups over and over, but as soon as I turn this off, you can be like, all right, is this structure? You know? Matter of fact, I'm just gonna unmute you, bro. I'm just about to unmute you. Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, no, my fault, bro. It's not like breaker structure that's struggling. I think it's just finding the supply and demand. Because I asked before, like, the supply and demand have to be there before the BOS, right? Like, that's just my main thing that I'm struggling with. That's all.
So breakup structure, pull back. Like, just write that down, bro. Breakup structure, pull back to your zone. That's literally it. That's literally it. Breakup structure, pull back to your zone. If they don't happen in that order, then it's just not right, bro. Because literally the breakup structure is literally right here on this little bear run right here. Breakup structure, pull back. Breakup structure, pull back. That's literally it, bro. It gotta be in that order as far as you seeing if this is like a valid breakup structure with supply and demand. You know what I'm saying? I can go through another setup, but it's literally it's that simple though. Like, I don't want to make it too simple, but it's literally that simple. Here go another one. We got a supply box right here. Damn, what day was this? May 5th? Hey, man.
Hey, that one hit.
Man, what the fuck? Hey, man, what the hell? Ain't nobody call us out, bro? Nobody trade AU? God damn, this shit. I would have been done for the week on Thursday. This is tough. But all right, so right here, let's go back to the line chart. Where's the swing low? The swing low is literally right here. That's the swing low. But let's go back to the candlesticks. This red candle closed below, and it also wicked below that one. It came literally right back into it, and then we would have sold. But it's the same thing. Breaker structure, pullback. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Elaborate on your discipline when it comes to trading, if that makes sense. Little Fool FX was too busy calling out. No, man. Okay, so discipline. I mean, bro, I mean, I know some of y'all be wanting me to just constantly keep trading, bro, but like I'm so strict in my trading plan, bro. I don't like breaking my trading plan. I don't even like trading 3 times a day. I really keep it very simple. 1 to 2 trades a day. I only get 2 bullets. I only get 2 shots at this. If I miss twice, I'm done, bro. Like I'm so done. Like no cap. If I hit on the first one, should I take the second one? It depends, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just really depends. But I'm really strict on my trading plan. Like I just 1 to 2 trades a day. You know what I'm saying? 1 to 1 RR, leave the runner. Recently, I haven't been leaving no runners, but I'm still following my rules, bro. I take majority supply and demand setups. High probability. I like the gaps. I like the breaker structure. Every day, like Monday, looking for the same thing. Either a breaker structure, high probability supply and demand. I'm looking at the 1 hour, looking at the 4 hour. I'm only taking my trades on the 5 minute. That's it, bro. Like I'm just keeping it that simple. If I don't like this setup, I'm not taking it. If it's too deep into my demand, I am not taking it. If it's too deep into my supply, I'm not taking it. You feel me? So you consider it. No, it's already on there. AU already on there. I was back testing. I'm like, man, bro, this shit moving way better than EU. Way better than EU. Would you risk more on your 1-on-1s? Nope, I keep my risk the same. Like I said, I trade my account in fixed lot sizes. It's always 10 lots on Forex pairs. NAS 100 is always 3 lots. And SPX is either 6 lots or 9, depending on how small my stop loss is. Other than that, I keep my my lot sizes the same every single time. Now, say if my stop loss on GU was 30 pips, I will not enter 30 lots. I will probably enter 20 lots. Why? Because my stop loss is too damn big. So I'm going to only enter twice instead of 3 times because I don't want to risk too much on this if I do lose. What is your morning routine? Well, since Smoothie King is nowhere near my apartment, this and some little meditation music. That's it. Other than that, so this little boat house, this fake naked right here, and meditation. That's it. When you woke up, you go to the 5 minute or the 1 hour. I instantly go to the 5 minute. That's the first thing I do. I go to the 5 minute. Just to see if my setup is there. Okay. And then I'll be like, okay, do I got some confluence with it? If it's no confluence with it, I gotta weigh the good with the bad on the setup. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's really a process of elimination when it comes to, okay, should I take this setup? Should I not take this setup? Okay, what is giving me the confidence to take the setup? Is this type of setup that I will leave a runner? You know what I'm saying? Is shit going against me? Okay. You got to really break all that down. Now it's going to take time for you to process all of this on the 5 minute because you kind of got to be quick. Somebody said this in the group, like you kind of got to be quick on your toes on a 5 minute. Yes, you have to be, you got to think critically, like quickly. Like you can't be like, should I take it? And then the trade gone. The trade gone. Like we on a 5 minute. This stuff is happening really fast. So you got to be on point. So like if it's taking you a hard time to like analyze and you're missing setups, it's like, bro, like you got to be able to think a little bit more quickly when it comes to the 5 minute. Now, if the 5 minute is too fast for you, hop on the 15. Just that simple, bro. But I missed a good bit. How much would be okay to risk on a 50K account? 1 to 2%, bro. 1 to 2%. All right, I'm about to get off of this, man. This is recorded. This will be up later today. I got a lot to do today, so I'm not gonna be able to upload this around 3 or 4, probably like tonight, like 8 or 9, something like that. This will be up. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Next week, same stuff. We're looking for the same stuff. It's the same stuff, bro. It's the same stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Homework on Tuesdays. Please turn in the homework on time. People be DMing me, bro, can I turn it in after? No, man. No. But y'all have a good weekend, man. I'll see y'all in the chat on Monday, bro.